Welcome to Chamba Sports, where we highlight our community in the youth sports space. And we talk about the real passion behind the sports, how it heals us and it helps us, makes us the best players in the game. With the help of our athletes, our coaches, our parents, and the fans, let's get into it. Thank you for joining us. This is our very first podcast, and we're super excited to be here. I think me and my husband have had this dream for a really long time. It's our first episode, and just to give you a little background about what Chamba is, Chamba in the Mexican community means work. We really wanted to bring that word in, talk about the work and the work that's put into the sports space, not only just the regular sports space, but also our youth sports space, because we want to build and make sure that, sports has a major impact on the next generation in whatever they might do. Go play college, go play pro NFL, be in the NBA, whatever it might be. We're super excited because this podcast will bring over athletes, coaches who are in the space already and really highlight on what their next step is. Are you excited, babe?
I'm very excited.
You really nervous? You seem nervous today.
Of course, it's the first episode, you get nervous. But yeah, to even touch upon what you're saying too, even if the kids decide just like me to not play in college and everything and go to play in some adult sports league, but yeah.
It's okay. So just a quick introduction. My name is Laura V, and this is my husband, Coach V. So he goes by the name Coach V. Also, sometimes Gaio, because he goes and streams on his Fortnite. That'll be on a letter later, like talking to him.
I'm competitive.
Yeah. Well, on top of that, we have our very first athlete. Super excited. We have Navea Leon. Ooh, and she is a sophomore in high school. So we're super excited to have her here. How are you feeling, Navea?
I'm very nervous. Very.
Why?
I don't know. It's the first one, and I'm just very excited.
Okay. All right. Well, tell us a little bit about your sports world. Where did you play? What sport do you play? What sports do you play? Because I know you play more than one. So how do you feel?
Well, I play soccer and I play volleyball. The clubs I played for I used to play in the Mexican League for a very, very long time.
Okay.
Especially after COVID, because the clubs weren't open. So I had to get back in touch with playing soccer again.
Oh, okay. So you played Mexican League, and then you're now in club, right?
Yes.
You're playing club?
Yes.
Okay. So how do you like the club experience?
It's very different from Sunday League because there's more expectations, but you do get a lot better, and that's what I like.
Okay.
Sounds good. Do you plan on playing college?
I would love to, but I'll have to work hard because I know that colleges have a lot of expectations.
Yes.
So have you looked at any colleges, anything like that? Yeah?
Yes.
So what are your top highlights?
Honestly, I really want to go to OSU, the
Oh.
Beavers.
Mm-hmm.
My cousin went there, and she played for the track and field. So I just want to go where her family is.
Have you went yet to go see it?
Yes, I went in June. It's very beautiful there.
Yeah, we kind of stress how important it is to actually see the college that you want to go to, get a chance to go out there and, experience it and see the
Yeah, and go to a game.
Yeah.
Have you been to a game?
No.
All right, you got to go to a game so you can experience
I need to.
the feeling. Yeah. So give us a little background. We know that you play volleyball, you play soccer. What are your intentions this year as a sophomore? You're going in, you're going to be a sophomore. I know you're going to new school. That's a little intimidating as it is. So what are your intentions? Are you going to play school? Are you going to play volleyball? I know volleyball season just started, so are you playing as well?
I decided not to. My club has a lot of practices, and I just want to focus mainly on soccer in order to get better to go and make varsity.
Oh, so expectation is varsity. We're going to make varsity this year. All right.
And what were you last year?
I was in varsity.
Varsity last year?
Yeah.
Oh, so you got to make it again all of a sudden?
I would like to.
Usually they're invited back,
Yeah.
so.
I would like to.
But it's a new school, so you have to, yeah. But that's an accomplishment. You're a freshman on a varsity team. That's a really good accomplishment.
And who's the coach right now?
For Golden Valley?
Oh, yeah. Or are they coming back?
One of them is.
One of them is, okay.
Yes.
Is that the main coach? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you helped out, right? Even though you're not going, you went and
Yes.
helped out with, like, the summer camp and stuff like that. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Right.
So what's a little background? How did you get into soccer? Was it, like, your parents kind of forced you, or you were already picking up a ball? Like, what was it?
So I started playing when I was about 6 or 7. My dad, He has played soccer about 20 years. He loves it, and he wanted me to at least try it one season. I tried it, and I don't know, I really liked it, so I decided to keep going.
That was way different than when her experience was when she tried out soccer, and her dad was her coach, and it made it seem, if I got the story right, it made it seem like he pushed a little too hard, and that's a lot of problem with the players these days, is that some parents push a little too hard, and it doesn't, the kids don't like it after that. So
it's okay. I went into the sports business world, so
yes.
we're okay. We're still sitting in the sports world, just not the playing part of it. So that's okay. So I know your dad, you picked up the ball, you loved it. So after that, and you were playing Mexican League, like, how do you, like, now that you're growing up, you're in club, you're meeting new people, like, how do you build those relationships and, like, kind of stay with those relationships that you have?
Well, I have this really good friend. Her name is Krista. And honestly, when I was super nervous because the game that we had played against my old club, I had accidentally hit one of my old teammates in the face.
Ooh. And
when I went there, I was super nervous because I thought they weren't going to like me. Honestly, I ended up building some really great relationships. They were so sweet. They were so nice, but my friend, she didn't like me.
But now she does.
Now she does. I hope so. Yeah.
No, she does.
Yes.
Sometimes it has to start with that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like
yes.
Sometimes you guys don't like each other. But.
Yeah.
And how are you on the field? What position do you play? We didn't even ask that. So what position do you play?
I play anywhere on the defensive line. I play center back, right back, left back. So
more of a defender then, right?
Yes, more of a defense.
Is it because, ball handling skills, or it's just your aggressiveness to get out there and
my aggressiveness and my strength has a lot to do where I go on the field.
Yeah,
so,
okay.
Bodying people? Like,
yeah.
I think you showed us a video, too, of you knocking some person out almost. So.
I didn't need to. It was an accident.
I wish you would give us the access. The clip, but it's fine. It might not be viewable for everybody, but it's pretty aggressive. But
it's okay.
I felt bad. I tried.
Well, do you feel bad? Like, well, I mean, sometimes in soccer there does come like the aggressiveness. Like, so how do you feel when you get up to those moments? Like when you have to be kind of like.
It kind of comes natural to me. I think like when you've been playing a sport for so long, there's certain actions that come like natural. Mm-hmm. That's one of those actions.
Okay.
I feel bad, especially like if they're like shorter and like skinnier. I'm like, okay, well, I try not to go as hard, but at the end I have to in order to keep the ball.
I mean, you got to protect your team, right? Like
yes, I have to protect my team.
You got to win.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm curious to know too, what did your coach say right after?
Well, I tried to help the girl up, and then she called me the F word.
Oh.
Yeah, and then my coach was going to help her up too, and he just backed off. He was like, okay, never mind.
But what did he say to you though?
He told me he was like that was a nice body, and I was like, thank you.
Dang, okay. It's difficult sometimes, even as a coach, to see somebody go down and you not feel sympathy still. Like I said, sometimes it's accidents, sometimes some players just getting a little rough. But you got to understand, at the end of the day, they are kids. They still have the mentality, to play as hard as they can and, do as much. But, yeah, we still have sympathy for the other people, just for you guys to know.
So, with all like, have you had any setbacks? I know a lot of athletes, sometimes they're, injury prone. And, have you had any? Yeah? Okay, because from that phase automatically was like, yeah.
Yeah, I was out for a while because I had pulled my hamstring. And the mistake that I made was not letting it heal like fully. So I went back on the field my first tournament back, and I pulled it again. So I couldn't play for about like 3 months.
Wow. What'd you do in those 3 months?
I cried a lot.
Oh, okay.
I miss playing. But honestly, I feel like after I came back, I just had the motivation to just work harder and in order to get my spot back.
And during like that time off, would you go to their practices and kind of watch?
No, I would just like I didn't.
No, that's a bad thing for a
coach.
coach.
It is.
Coach likes to see,
as a coach, like what do you think?
They like to see commitment for even if you're injured. I mean, maybe on a cast or something, or not to be on the field. But we still want you to support your player, and it depends how long you're out for. But if it's a short amount of time, we would still like you there. It's just to be able to visualize. I mean,
for next time, you already know.
Even
the
next person up too. So whoever's taking your spot, you to give them pointers too, and that's how the team gets better. It's more of a team aspect of it instead of you thinking about, only player. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying
No,
that you did bad. I'm just saying
Yeah.
it's just thinking of the overall team as a coach. That's what we think about.
Yeah.
All right. Well, and then do you have any like role models that you look up to? A
I
nice
look up
player?
to my dad.
Oh, your dad.
My dad. I look up to my dad a
Okay.
lot. Oh my God. We'll go play on Saturday. We'll go play pickup games. Any single time he scores, he rubs it in my face. He'll start yelling. He'll start jumping. He's like, I scored. And then last Saturday, I had to go score on him.
Oh, okay.
I had to, but it was
How
his
did
mistake.
how did he feel afterwards?
He was mad.
Oh, okay. But he
was
plays
mad.
adult soccer league,
Yes,
right?
he
Like
does.
us. I mean,
Yeah.
we were. It was my first season playing. I wasn't that great, but
She touched the ball a couple times.
I touched the ball like 6
least a couple
times,
times, yeah.
like
Yes.
I touched the ball, but he might be coming back in September, right? You're coming back and playing adult league?
I just had my surgery, so I'm still recovering, but I'll definitely be back.
I think your dad played in the league that we were playing, right?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Is he gonna play too? He should go play with us.
My
and
dad
see.
plays a lot. He plays Saturdays. He went to go play earlier today, and he was
Oh.
kind of devastated that I didn't go.
Oh.
But I told him, I'm like, you're fine. You'll be fine.
Wait, do you guys like just pick up a game like anywhere and like?
On Saturdays, there's certain pickup leagues, and we'll just
okay.
go and we'll just show up to one of them. But my dad, he
that's
goes in like
cool.
3 leagues a week, 3 different teams.
So did he play in high school
Yes,
too?
he played for Highland.
Highland?
Oh,
He
Highland.
played varsity his junior and senior year.
Nice.
Oh, so he
Yes.
was really a motivation for you
Yes.
to like
Yeah.
play. Okay, that makes sense. And
Any championships? Close?
I'm not
maybe?
sure.
Playoffs?
I think he was close to one, but
Wait, what year was that? Was it our year?
I'm trying to think. What year did you guys graduate?
2010.
2010.
okay, you're
No.
putting our age out there, and we're gonna just like people are gonna know how old we are. I don't know.
For everybody out there, 30 is the new 20.
Yeah,
we in our
30 is the new
20s
20.
right now.
You start not caring about what people think.
I think
Yeah.
it was 2006. I'm pretty sure it was 2006.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, because Golden Valley with in our year won back-to-back Valley. Those guys.
Okay,
are
we're
just-
talking about their youth sports, like their life, not ours.
I'm
We're
just
not-
saying. I'm
It's
shouting out, shout out
nostalgia
Golden
over
Valley.
here.
still.
It's okay.
Well, can you share like a moment that you were like, now that you're, you have a couple more years to play, right? About 3
Yes.
more years. You know what you want. Are you looking in club when you're playing in club? Are you looking for that college recruitment? Like you want to make sure that you get viewed and seen by college recruiters so you can
Yeah.
go.
I've had 2 showcases. I had a really big one in Las Vegas last year
Okay.
in November, and then I just, I would say like 3 weeks ago, I had a Silver Lake showcase.
And where do those one was in Vegas, but they all happen kind of out of town, right? There's nothing
Yeah,
like in
usually.
town.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's the point of club. So for people who don't know club, can you kind of explain like what club soccer really like what it means?
I can try.
Okay.
Okay. Club soccer is, I wouldn't say it's like a big step, but I would say it's really important if you want to get better.
Okay.
Because the coaches, they usually they've played the sport for a really long time, they know it, and they try to help you as much as they can. They have a lot of high expectations, but as I said earlier, you will get better.
Okay.
And I think club has really helped me a lot. Within the year I played, I went from I couldn't even kick the ball right. I couldn't to making varsity my freshman year. So I would say it really helps a lot.
Okay. So for all the younger athletes, younger generation, is that kind of you motivate them to get on a club team and kind of see that?
But I know sometimes it's hard because club does cost a lot. I would just say honestly, working on your individual skill will help so much. Just grabbing a ball, just juggling, just doing cone drills, that helps a lot.
Okay. That's where we got to get our kids started. Get them to dribble the ball and start learning how to. Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining us. First of all, thank you. I appreciate you being,
no
our first one on
problem.
the podcast and joining us today. And then you have anything to add?
Yeah, it's a great first episode, great experience.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry for chiming in a little too much about my personal.
It's a nostalgia.
His nostalgia.
Yeah, nostalgia. Yeah, it's my
Yeah.
day, back in my day. Yeah.
Well, we're super excited. We can't wait to see what you do on the field and, but you're going to try to play at Independence, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll see how you play in Independence, and we'll bring you back, and hopefully with some highlights that we can use.
Hopefully,
so that we can
I'll
use
get my
those
parents to record.
Okay, for sure. Or if not, we'll send some of our people to go out and take some. Yeah, don't look at me like that.
We got people now, huh?
Yeah, some people to go out there and start taking video. But we want to make sure that the youth, gets their showcase and gets highlighted. So we want to know people know who Navea Leon is when you step on that field. And what number are you?
Actually, I lost my number 12. I used to be number 12, but I'm number 3 and 5.
Okay, so we'll look for 3 and 5 this
3 and
season.
5.
3 and 5 this
2
season.
numbers. All right.
3
35?
or 5. 3 or.
Oh.
Sorry. I should have said 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. 3 or 5.
Well, thank you. We appreciate having you here, and I'm so excited to see what you do in the next year.
Thank you.
All right. Chamba Sports would love to thank their sponsors, R&R Recycling and Carniceria La Yaquecita. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. But we also want to invite all of you guys. We are having a back-to-school event next Sunday from 11 to 2 a.m. We're going to post it on our social media so you guys can follow us, and we'll be giving away soccer balls, footballs, basketballs, and school supplies. So we're super excited because, this is kind of our way of giving back, and we're super excited because we want to see, the youth with sports. We want to see them in sports, and hopefully them picking up a ball will kind of motivate them to getting into that next chapter of their life and playing in sports.